An artificer's appeal. Parcel arrives for you that the Exodar bearing the seal of the Grand Artificer. Open the small box and find a smooth hexagonal crystal about the size of your palm. Touch it, a holographic message flashes to life in the air above it. Message: Grand Artificer Rommel instructs you to come to the Exodar at your earliest convenience.
Hello! Hey, is this hologem still muted? Ah, no. Good, good. When you receive this champion, come to the Exodar, swiftly. I need your help on a special project.
This? Oh yeah, there we go.
There you are, champion. Hey, I thought perhaps the hologem I sent did not have enough charge. Come, speak with me.
My apologies for bringing you here on such short notice, but you help right now would be most appreciated. I found myself with many surprise deadlines. Surprise and deadlines are not words I like together in the same sentence.
The Vindicar is at your disposal.
Reviving tradition. Prophet wished to personally ask for your help with the Tishamat, but since he is working elsewhere, I asked you first to jumpstart our task. My colleague and I have been working on a special project, and since the Prophet has declared today the Tishamat, we will unveil it at the celebration. For this, I need the emitter, but it needs an overhaul. We only have time for a hot wiring. Get some filament and soldering tool from the crates nearby, and maybe I can wire it to the array.
Were you not informed of the occasion? The Prophet has declared we celebrate the Tishamat today.
I don't know what that is. I don't. What's a Tishamat?
You might recall, the Tishamat was a yearly sacrament on Argus. A time to reflect on the burdens of your past, learn from them, and commit to a path forward.
No, I don't remember that.
It has not been celebrated in many years. But the Prophet feels strongly that tradition must be revived, and that now is the correct time to do it. Our time is now, hero.
Where is the Prophet? Prophet Velen is occupied at the moment. He's taking care of a very small mission that he wanted to attend to personally. Nothing to worry about. He assured me that he will be back in time for the ceremony. Why did we abandon it? Same reason many of our ancient traditions were abandoned. Constantly being on the run from the Legion left little time to consider anything but survival. It's kind of like having small children.
Our project is fitting for the Tishamat. That is why Velen has asked us to present it to everyone at the celebration. But we will present nothing if the emitter is not fixed. Connect the Arcanite crystal arrays. Perhaps then it will power up.
I know what I'm doing. Oh. I am definitely licensed for this.
Ah, good. The emitter is functional. Now, we just need the presentation and its presenter. I lend you my strength.
I regret not having apprentices in times like this.
The Vindicar is at
Ramul gives the newly seeded crystal a test wiggle. Not my finest work, but it will do. Like willing, it will remain functional until our project is revealed and the celebration is over.
May the Legion fall before you.
Sure. Pressing
We
deadlines.
will endure.
During this Tishamat, Tanya and I will present our project schematics. Tanya is a high artificer of Shatrath. Father was my late mentor, the famed Exar Kataru. Kataru's hoof plates are hard to fill, but Titania has more than done so. She has the schematics, and she should be here when they are presented, but she's not responding to my messages. Titania seldom leaves the city, but surely she can make an exception for the Tishamat. Perhaps you can reason with her.
Titania can be as stubborn as a tall buck in the mud, but do not let her turn you away. Go swiftly. Use my hologem if you need.
Yeah? I'm gonna walk.
If you are here to interrupt me, be advised that I have an arc welder and 0 patience.
That's fair.
Yes, arc non poros.
Ramul needs you to bring your schematics to Exodar. Present them at the Tishamat.
Leaving so soon? As I told Ramul, the schematics are ready. But if he is waiting for me at the Exodar, he can keep waiting. My work is here in Shatrath. I will not put it on hold to attend some archaic holiday. Ugh.
I have the data crystal prepared. The schematics are on it. My apprentice can find it for you. I have no time for Shatrath.
Perhaps we can chat later.
My schematics speak for themselves. Each calculation has been verified. It is respectful of all building codes. I even included a layout of all the channels that power the grid. The power grid must follow. Ramul knows the project. He already signed off on everything. He can explain it to the masses themselves. I do not need to waste my valuable time traveling to the Exodar for this ridiculous holiday. My apprentice will give you the schematics on the data crystal. Take it and leave. I mean, we have the ability to teleport and crap. I feel like it wouldn't take that long.
Want to get the crystal from Berun, then get out of my workshop.
So nice.
Someday, I hope my research
Ramul sent
helps
Titania
my
many
people.
messages at the Tishmat. They usually have a good relation, but she ignored them and has been very annoyed ever since. Well, more annoyed than usual. Claims the travel time to Exodar cuts into her workload, but I think it's really something to do with the Tishmat. Lessening her workload should at least cheer her up. I know she has a Draenei shipment coming into the city, but it's late. Maybe you could track it down? Perhaps then she will have time to travel to the Exodar.
It's worth a try. Though if the Tishamat is what is putting her in a bad mood, it might not work.
I want a little dragon buddy riding my shoulder.
Hey you! Lend us a hand? Our cargo went haywire and knocked crates off our wagon.
Nether Storm Draenei is the worst. We should have reinforced the crates.
Thank you. We will handle the crates. You can take those Draenei fragments to the crystal smiths.
I mean, oh, she did say thank you. I, for some reason, thought she didn't. I was like, whoa, fine. Why are there human vagrants here?
Hello. Have a good one.
Warm wishes to you.
What's the difference between a crystal smith and an artificer? Yeah, what is the difference? Ah, interested in the trade, are we? Crystal smiths process raw crystals into materials the artificers can use. Typically, this means removing impurities, reforging energy channels, cutting to the size, and faceting based on intended use. Artificers then assembled these materials into whatever they might be building. Makes sense. Why don't artificers do that work themselves? Well, why does not every painter make their own paint? Some might prefer to, but there are different skills. Makes sense. I like that comparison.
The kind.
Ah, the lost shipment. Tell the High Artificer we will process it after the Tishamat. We are closing for the holiday.
Oh, she's not gonna like that.
The title High Artificer means I am very... You! If I needed help, I would have asked for it. My work is very precise. I don't need a clumsy novice's hands in it. Berun, get the crystal. You, take it to Ramul. Tell him I have my reasons for not attending the Tishamat.
Yes, High Artificer. Come, champion. I will get the crystal for you.
We will do what we can for
You
Atanya.
are leaving?
It was worth a try.
I didn't tell
Seems
you
it will be
about my
difficult to get her
research.
to Tishamat, but I have another idea.
I should get back to work.
I like how he won't listen to her. Barun whispers to you. There are ways, I'm sure you know, for the Draenei to speak to the dead. It's not the same as having a loved one back, but Ataru's ashes were taken to Akudun after the Soul Priest reclaimed the temple. Maybe they might know a way to help Atanya with her loss. How do we know it was a loss?
Stay safe. I was afraid of this. It's not her work. It's the Tishamat itself. The Tishamat is a time of remembrance and of letting go of the past. She lost her father, Exar Kataru, in the siege. Speaking of him saddens and angers her. Atanya may not be ready for the rituals of the Tishamat, but maybe we can help her.
Doesn't sound like she wants help. Just saying.
Greetings.
I apologize, we're in the midst of a soul binding ritual. There's much to be done for the spirits in our care before we voyage to the Exodar to answer the Prophet's call to Tishamat. The Akudun was abandoned after the war. Not entirely. Some of us hid from the orcs here. After the invaders were driven from its sacred halls, we began to slow work of repairing the damage that the Shadow Council did. Dead deserve the rest that Akudun promised them. The orcs will not have taken that from them, nor from the others who will join them one day. Our dead still being interred here? Some. Those dead in Shathab were cremated after the city was reclaimed. Slowly we have been relocating their ashes to Akandun and giving their souls the rights they were denied. Eventually the same will be done to those who yet languish in the path of glory. The Marian's face twists into a grimace, then hardens with determination. Oh. What are you doing to the Vigilance? When Akadun was destroyed, most souls housed here were torn to shreds. Many who survived succumbed to madness, yet some were not so far gone that they could not be saved. We knew that binding the souls to the Vigilance often had a calming effect, not unlike swaddling a child. The weight of a physical body seems to ground their emotions. We keep them in the Vigilance only temporarily. It is but a splint for a broken bone when the limb heals. Okay. High Artificer Atanya will not attend the Tishamat because she still mourns her father. Can you help her? Tanya, so it is finally time. This is the matter you should discuss with our Exarch. Your Exarch?
Mano Ekta, my friend.
Thank you, Nimeran. I take it you can see me now, champion?
Can I see the dead?
The dead speak.
It's good to have visitors. The honored dead here are well cared for, but not many travel to commune with them. Their deaths can be a painful reminder of what the Draenei have endured.
Remember.
Lingering scars. I believe we may be able to help, but perhaps you could aid me first. When we received word that the Tishamat was upon us, we hurried to prepare our most tortured spirits for the journey to the Exodar. Celebration's sacraments may help them rest peacefully? That doesn't make sense. However, they must consent to being moved, so we must commune with them and soothe them first. Will you help calm these spirits? Afterward, I will take you to where Hataru is entombed and give you what you seek. I was moving them, gonna...
My people, meet me in the upper reaches. We will commune with the spirits there to prepare them for the journey.
I feel like that would just piss them off.
This is the tomb of Exarch Larohir, the Prophet's general. We will commune with him first. He defended Shattrath until his dying breath. Spirits seek his protection still. Alas, we must return them to rest. He gives his consent. Seal the urn with the mark of Dore.
I would not have thought that that's how you said that.
May the Tishamat relieve Larohir of the guilt he feels at not saving all of Shattrath. Let us commune now with Exarch Kelios, the first Vindicator and Bastion of Kerebor. He fought the darkness there, but it followed him in death. Take care. The smaller the flame, the more swiftly it burns out.
Oh, so light the big ones first?
Kelios has agreed to the Tishamat. Seal his urn.
I don't know what the mark of Dior is.
May Kelios no longer fear the darkness, and the light ease his pain. Ah, Restelan, Larohir's mentor. His is a bloody story of betrayal. Let us commune with him now. He unwittingly gave the orcs the weapon that destroyed him. And tell more. We must dispel the shades of his guilt. It is a miracle that his soul survived those ravages. He consents. Please, see, it may take many Tishmats before Restalan can fully rest. But I will help him, no matter what.
On Argus, it was common to perform the sacrament of Tiamat on behalf of a departed soul to help them move on. These three souls are volatile. While they show promise, we are having trouble fully separating them from their attachments. With the revival of the Tiamat, we hope this will be the key to helping them. Okay, that makes
There is
sense.
no turning back now.
Thank you for what you have done. Moving a spirit's remains can disturb them greatly, so they must be calmed as much as possible so the journey can be made safely.
Never hesitate to do what is right.
See clearly.
Tradition binds my people.
Fortunately, not all of the fallen entombed here in Akundun suffer as these three do. Some ease gracefully into death, like soil settling after a rainfall. Exarchataru is one such soul. Thanks be to the light that he rests easy. Come, I will show you his tomb.
Remember, thank you for your help, champion. The tomb of Exarch Hataru is just across the way. Follow me.
I wonder what this place would look like, you know, before it's
Exarch
fixed.
Hataru
Or after it's fixed.
has accepted his life, his death, his triumphs, and his mistakes. Approach him and make your request. I sense that Exarch Hataru's only regret is leaving his daughter behind. Taking the Exarch's gift back to his daughter may bring them both peace.
I don't think this is gonna end well. I mean, I know it'll end well because of the quest line, but I feel like fucking with her grieving process is not a good idea.
Ah, for light's sake. Why are you back? Ugh.
You did ask.
Had it. Another
You say one
gonna
more
be
thing about
down the
Tiamat,
drain
you'll
for
wake up
sake
at the bottom of the Aldor Rise with my hoof print on your back. Offer the artificing lens to her. I spoke to your father, he wanted you to have this.
Ah, what is wrong with you? I tell you to leave, and instead you rob my father's grave.
Atanya, I sent them to Akendun. Exarch Hataru wouldn't want this for you. He would want you to be around your people and to show them all you've made, not to stay locked away here.
What? I
Tanya
will
crosses her
rise.
arms tightly, not looking at you or Baroon.
Perhaps we can chat
Fine.
later.
For a moment, she looks like she might snatch the lens from your head. Then she takes it from you gently.
Leaving so soon?
Moving past. My mother died on a colony planet. My father and I helped each other move past that. But when he died in the siege of Satrath, watching the walls of his greatest accomplishment crumble to dust, there was no one left for me. So I worked. And now I had the schematics of my own Shatrath. A better Shatrath. Tanya clenches her lens in her fist, then exhales in resignation. I'll go to the Exodar, but if Ramul says one word about it, I will make him eat his soldering tool.
My father was Draenor's greatest artificer. He lived for Shattrath and died in it. Sometimes I wondered if I'd end up the same. But I will not. The city I have designed is what this one should have been. What it could have been. I will take the data crystal to the Exodar, to the Tishamat.
Good job, Baroon.
It'd be
Solid
an
apprenticing.
honor to one day be a high artificer.
Thank you. I thought she was going to throw something at you. That went better than I expected. I'll clean up here and then see you at the
You're
tissue.
leaving, but I didn't tell you about my research.
How many of these crystals do we have? And why don't I have access to one?
I am glad you could join us, High Artificer. You have spared me many headaches.
Let's transfer these schematics before I change my mind.
Our time is now.
In some ways, getting Atanya here was a more difficult victory than the fall of Antorus. Levity aside, I am glad she is here. I knew the Tishamat would be hard for her. Her father was a great man, and we will all mourn his passing. Tishamat is gearing up to be one for our hollow records. Ramul lowers his voice confidently. And Hatun is here. I don't know who that is.
May the
Evil on Azeroth, demons are brazenly bold.
The Dark Fallen.
Velen awaits us back in Bloodmist. Come, we'll put an end to this. When did you and your people arrive? Velen sent a messenger to Argus. Oh, Hatun. Okay. Or considered refusing, but Velen has been agreeable lately, and it is satisfying to see him admit when he cannot solve a problem for himself.
Beware the Legion's wrath.
Velen told me I may have found you here. He needs your assistance. The satyr that infests a nearby island have been ambushing Draenei traveling for the Tishamat. Velen and I have been attempting to solve the problem quietly. He does not wish to mobilize the Vindicators and alarm his people on a day of sacrament, but despite our efforts, the attacks have continued. The event may need to be cancelled if we cannot get the demons under control. Come, so we may end this threat.
Take this man away. We will fly to meet Velen in Bloodmist together.
Let's go murder stuff.
Velen reports that there were at least 4 satyr attacks on Draenei traveling through Azure Mist since morning. I wish to rally the Vindicators, but Velen does not want to cause panic and darken the Tishamat. He wants to quietly drive the satyrs back into Bloodmist to keep travelers safe. For now. But Velen realized this half measure will not work without assistance. So he called upon me and other recent allies to help.
Other
We
recent
are
allies?
experts in the killing of demons, as are you. With your aid, we should accomplish this quickly and quietly.
Alright, off to murder.
This corruption caused by the Exodar crash feels strange.
Indeed. The nether energies seeping from the ship have made blood mist difficult to cleanse.
I was hoping to resolve the sudden satyr attacks before I formally announced the Tishamat to all. Alas, I am grateful Ramul called you to the Exodar early. I assume Hatun has explained the situation to you?
Be just.
Do not be
Arzal.
afraid.
Even with the corruption, this island is so alive. Assessing the enemy. Wait, what are you and the other penitents been doing? I don't know who the penitents are. For the time being, we are aiding the Krokul and the Lightforged on Argus. You have been allowed to serve the Draenei here in Azeroth. I personally evaluate every penitent and vouch for them with my own life, so it is not a matter of distrust. Rather, it is that we have no desire to distress the Draenei with our open presence. They are aware of the hand of the Prophet has extended to us, but they do not erase what we did to them. That's fair.
For thousands of years, we hunted our own
Legion may be one entity, but it is
May take
vast.
that time
The demons that
and
comprise it
to be redeemed.
are as varied and innumerable as the innumerable worlds they have conquered. But I have no dealings with the Satyr. From what the Prophet has told me, they seem disorganized. Intelligent, certainly, but feral on their malevolence. I'm inclined to believe their recent attacks are random, but perhaps not. Bring me the totems they have scattered across Bloodmist. I may be able to ascertain what, if anything, their end goal is. It's a lot of
Beware
commas.
Strangers promising strength.
I do not like this place. It is too open, too empty, not enough places to set your back against. Beneath the skin.
My people.
Arzal and I are of the same mind. We must know the strength of these satyr before we attempt to drive them back with force. Else we may be walking into a fight we cannot win. I can learn much about my enemies by observing what damage they leave in their wake. The wildlife here was corrupted by the Exodar's lingering energies, but I suspect the demon's presence made it worse. Collect bones from the local wildlife for me. Studying them may give us some clues. Oh, so I gotta go murder a bunch?
These demons to infest this area for this long.
We have lacked the time and resources needed to eliminate them. Other threats strained our forces.
Their opportunism ends today. I will slaughter each one personally, if needs require it.
I'm out of range.
I still don't like how I have to go murder a bunch. Like, oh, let's see how it's affecting the wildlife. We're affecting the wildlife by murdering a bunch of them.
It's too far away. I need to get closer. I'll get something first. I'm out of range.
The fact that I don't get a bone from each one of these things is super annoying.
It's too far away. I need to get closer. It's too far away. Something first.
How many panthers and bears need to die? I had no. Had no loot. Here. Oh, I can't fly here. Probably because of the demons.
I will lead my people through any.
Remember, you are putting them out of their misery. Whatever you say.
Our enemies will suffer.
Doom snaps one of the bones, then sniffs the frothing marrow tentatively and frowns. Lesser demons do not corrupt creatures this deeply. Their fell disease can barely spread beneath the skin, much less to the bones or the soul. These are no weak imps we are dealing with.
We will never give up.
I would prefer to know the capabilities of the satyr before engaging them. Curious, these crystals appear similar to others erupting for bloodness. Their placement on these totems seems deliberate. I will study them further.
The depth of corruption in these animals. It is not the work of lesser demons. There is a larger threat behind these attacks, then?
Yes. These crystals were made into fell spreaders. No satyr could do that. A Manari artificer made them. I know it.
Without faith,
Cannot in good conscience gather the Draenei for the Tishamon if we are threatened this close to home. If one of the Manari are using Satyr to orchestrate these attacks or to distract us from the larger, foul purpose, then they must be rooted out immediately. We will divide our efforts to look for signs of the enemy. Arzal will search the northern Satyr camp. You, Hatun, and myself will search the closer one. Why are 3 of us going to one and 1 other dude's going to the other?
the light will guide your way. Arzal, search the Satyr camp to the north. Champion, Hatun, come with me and search the camp to the west.
Of course. Hatun, take this Sargerite shard. It will guide you towards any fell magic of Manari origin.
Sargerite. If you think it will help, Arzal. Let us begin our search. A cloaking spell. Coward religion tactics. Why did you not see this before, Valen? I do not know, but we must destroy it.
Target something first.
And these guys aren't immortal anymore. You guys are gonna help me kill this one thing? Gonna watch it just pepper me with fireballs.
I'm out of range.
Slain!
Target.
Fell spreaders were rooting the corruption to Blood Mist all this time, and you let it run rampant. Why?
To protect the Rangari, I pulled them out of Blood Mist. Their lives were worth more to me. I stand by my decision.
It's too far away.
It is done. The Sagarite shard is no longer reacting to energy sphere.
Indeed. We should return it to Arzal at the northern camp.
But you couldn't take me? I gotta walk? I probably should grab the light path. I could probably do it.
This Satyr camp appears abandoned, but the Fell resonance is stronger here than anywhere else on the island.
Something is amiss.
Not find the Minari responsible, but when we do, they will pay.
You are the instrument of change.
Demons will corrupt areas not only to claim territory, but also to empower themselves. The stronger the corruption, the more power they can draw from it. Metal being heated by a fire. I'm correct, the Minari conscripted these satyrs to hide their fell spreaders across Blood Mist for exactly that purpose.
Beware of strangers.
Can you hear that? The
drawn
silence?
strength
The area is
and
empty.
power.
Not even the rabid wildlife dare approach the camp. I do not see any immediate cause, but the fell resonance here is overwhelming. I sense it was woven by the Minari hands, but I'm being blocked from probing more deeply. Something is being hidden. It must be the cloaking magic Khatun reported from the other camps that hinders me. can dispel it, but I cannot guarantee what we will find when I do.
It is too quiet here. Be wary of an ambush.
Hatun is right. Something is hidden here, and I will reveal it.
Do what you must, Arzal. We will follow your lead. Malades Enkil, Maev Rakatiros! More fell spreaders, buried across the whole island. Hundreds of them. We must act quickly. Champion, call Romul. We need his aid.
Champion. I'm a little busy right now with the preparations. What do you need?
Romul, transport one of our generators to the champion's location immediately.
What? Yes, Prophet. Right away. Calibrating transport. Generator inbound.
Hey, what am I gonna do with this?
Not all who wander are lost. Hatun and I will overcharge the generator. The satyr will sense the
I'm
energy
out of
building.
range.
Champion, Azar, hold them off!
With pleasure.
It's too far away. I need to get closer.
Jesus Christ, how many are there?
You will not ruin my plans
too
again,
far
Draenei.
away.
My magic has claimed this land, and will soon claim every last soul in your wrecked city.
I need to get closer.
This threat was beyond what I expected to find here. But it could not stand against us united. With the corruption removed, Blood Mist will finally begin to heal. As will our people. Together.
It is done. I could not have imagined the threat and Blood Mist had grown this dangerous. Thank the light I chose to bring Hatun and Azal with here. This could not have been done without them, without all of us.
Many depend.
Pain recedes. With Saronis slain once again, Blood Mist will finally be able to heal. Her influence was no doubt anchoring the corruption to the land. It's another reason to celebrate today. It's not the true reason I called Hatun and Arzal to Azeroth, but have them attend the Tishamat with us. The sacrament asks us to reflect on the past and commit to a better future. That unity of our efforts epitomizes that. We'll bring them to the Exodar. Please join us when you are ready.
Be just. Now, truthfully, I did not invite you to Azeroth merely for this mission, but for the Tiamat as well.
The Tiamat? Thank you. But surely my presence would cast a shadow over the sacrament.
The first sacrament of Tiamat asks us to reflect on the shadows of our past. I will make sure you feel welcome.
As you wish, Prophet.
Hatun, this may seem to you a hollow gesture, but I would like us to speak. The Tiamat asks, we learn from our mistakes.
I will consider it. Let us go.
Please tell me the generator is offline for a good reason. No, actually, do not. I do not want to know.
Is the generator ever offline for a good reason?
It brings me great joy to see the Eridar gathered together at last.
Many depend.
Burden shared. The Tiamat was once a solitary holiday. Each Eridar would inscribe a stone with a painful memory we carried. We would reflect on what that memory could teach us and then commit to moving forward with that wisdom. At last, the stones were dissolved in the name of reprieve, symbolically removing the weight from our souls. Today, the Tiamat will be celebrated not in solitude, but as a community. Gather the stones of those who would trust you with them, and then take them to the flame.
You are the instrument of change. You will serve as our Tishatan, the memory bearer of Tiamat. It is a solemn role. Take this basin and gather our people's memory stones. Take them to the flame of reprieve and lift our burdens.
I lend you my strength. We will endure.
Want a better future? You have to create it first.
We fight, we survive. Beware the
What do you think of the other Krokul?
Walk in the shadows of the earth. You wanted to speak with me, Velen?
Yes, of course. On a matter of great importance.
Well, is it not always a matter of great importance with you?
I suppose it is. But on this auspicious occasion, I was hoping we could reconcile and return to a place of trust.
Some wounds take time to heal, Prophet. No, Argus is far from this place and feels like another life.
We trusted one another once.
We were young and foolish once as well.
We were indeed. If we knew then what we know now. Hatun, You have always been the best of us. I have missed your wisdom. Come, serve with me again as you once did on our council. I need your guidance once more. You do not have to answer me now. Enjoy the Tishamat. But there will always be a seat open for you, if you want it.
Thank you. I will think on it.
The light will guide your way.
You're telling me none of these other people have stones?
May Tyr take your hand.
Vindicator Boros, my boy.
We are agents of the light. Dionys Akka.
I could carve an entire mountain and still fall short of all I must write.
Wisdom guide your path.
Kama, I'm sure he has some shit.
We can defeat the Burning Legion. Roma
No, Bondu.
closer and speak. With faith, there is a way.
We are the eyes of the Prophet. Fight on your own terms.
How many more memory stones are there? What am I missing?
Good fortune. Seek the path of the light.
Old friends, newcomers, welcome.
Wait, what? Oh, okay. It's been some time since the last Tishamat, so I've been advising the celebrants. First, you must inscribe your name.
When you are ready, toss the stones into the flame of reprieve. Feel their weight lift from your soul as they burn. Tell the Prophet our burdens have been lifted, and the ceremony can begin. Light bless you.
Draenei have suffered, scattered and solitary for too long. Today we allow ourselves to rely on each other.
Antion,
Our path forward. I believe I hear the Prophet calling the attendants before the stage. Curious to see what he and Ramul plan to announce now that everyone is gathered.
May they light.
Friends, Draenei, please lend us your attention. The ceremony will begin shortly.
I mean, dang it,
We welcome your help, Bede. For many, this may be your first Tishamat. Our last was long ago. Few among us remember it. But even here, in another place and another time, its meaning remains the same. We must let go of the past to grasp our future. No longer must we live scattered, lamenting Argus. We will build a city on the ashes of our exile. We will finally be home.
Rather than just having the ship, that'll be nice.
Something is amiss.
Today marks the beginning of a new age for the Eridar. We are one people united in purpose, and we will never be broken apart again. Oh, sweet. A new, I'll take that toy.
This moment could not have happened without you, champion. By your hand, the Legion was broken. Our long journey ended, and our people reforged as one. In gratitude, we bestow on you as a paragon of our people, a sacred vestment crafted of precious materials from Argus. Atar Vahishana, Matirim Ita. Beneath the eternal stars, we walk.
I think I like the orange one more. Oh my god, I could have mounted up in here.
Just the thing, Wanderer.
Okay, that's an actual, that's pretty cool looking weapon. Give me something purple.
Farewell, friend of the Grum.